Are you feeling like your decade of specialization has maybe made you a bit brittle? That all your deep technical knowledge is suddenly less valuable than someone who just knows how to ask a machine the right questions?
Right.
The traditional answer was always to dig deeper, work harder. But the path for 2026, it seems, demands flexibility. It's about becoming an AI generalist.
Yeah.
It's truly about generating the results of 10 people with minimal personal effort. That right there is leverage. Welcome to this deep dive. Our source material today lays out a pretty powerful 4-week transformation blueprint.
It's designed for basically any professional seeking high leverage, and they can start right now.
Our mission, then, is to extract the most potent insights on how to use AI as that long stick, the lever,
To move those heavy, laborious tasks that just consume our time.
Exactly.
So we're going to jump straight into the philosophy here. We'll unpack why being rigidly specialized is, well, it's becoming a liability.
And define what leverage actually means in this new context.
Right. Then we will drill down into what the sources call the generalist's 4 powers: automation, building, creativity, and connection.
And we'll finish up with a simple, really practical 4-week action plan to start this whole journey immediately. Okay, let's unpack this core conflict. We have to face a hard truth, and it really challenges decades of professional wisdom. The old rule of specializing in one thing for 10 years is becoming obsolete. The market is just moving too fast.
That's exactly right. And what's fascinating here is how quickly that value proposition shifted.
Yeah.
The sources quote the venture capitalist Mark Andreessen, who notes the future clearly belongs to those who could efficiently cross domains.
So the biggest winners today aren't the hyper-specialists anymore.
No, not the ones who know everything about one tiny thing. They are the people who can use AI to do many things. Writing, coding, design, all just, well enough.
So we should clarify what we mean by leverage. It's a simple concept, really.
Getting massive results from minimal input.
Right. And we're not just talking about increasing your output by 20% or something. The analogy they use is perfect.
The heavy rock.
Exactly. You're trying to lift a very heavy rock, and AI becomes that long stick, the lever, that multiplies your human force by 10.
And the core benefit here is, it's pretty profound. A single AI generalist can get to, say, 70% proficiency across 3 critical domains: writing, coding, design, almost instantly.
Just by using the tools.
Just by using the tools. So think of it this way. Instead of waiting for a copywriter, then a developer, then a graphic designer, you're operating as a one-person team of 10.
And that broad competence lets you move so much faster. You can prototype ideas, adapt.
Which rigid specialists just can't do. They hit a workflow bottleneck and they're stuck.
That sounds great. But if specialization is dead, what is the single biggest benefit of having 70% proficiency across multiple domains?
You become unstoppable by stacking skills to solve complete problems instantly.
Okay, this is where we turn that leverage into reclaim time. Power 1 automation. This is how the generalist buys back the hours that are currently draining their week. You shift your focus from doing the mundane work
to managing the systems that do the work for you.
Right.
And the first, most crucial step here is just an audit.
Looking at your week.
Yeah, look at your week for those predictable, repetitive, or, what we sometimes call the hateful tasks.
The things you dread.
Exactly. Copying data between spreadsheets, summarizing long meeting notes, saving email attachments into project folders, all that stuff.
The source gives a hugely practical tip here, the research shortcut. A typical 45-minute research task can become a 10-second prompt.
If you use a model like Claude, yeah.
And the key to that speed is structure.
Right. You don't just ask it for a summary. You have to instruct the AI to act as an expert research assistant.
Then you demand specific outputs.
Exactly. You ask it first, summarize the main argument in 3 simple sentences. Second, isolate any statistics or numbers. And third, suggest 3 unique angles for a blog post.
That turns raw information into usable assets instantly.
And then you can connect systems. If you want to pull data from Gmail into a Google Sheet.
That's where you use tools like Zapier or Make.
They link the apps and run your workflows on autopilot.
I still wrestle with prompt drift myself when I try to automate weekly reports. Sometimes the formatting gets a little off and I have to go in and tweak it. But the sheer volume of time I save is it's undeniably worth those little edits.
That's a great point. And it raises an important question. Does this automation simply replace manual work? Or does it fundamentally change our professional role?
It shifts your focus from trivial setup work to high-value problem solving that generates revenue. Okay, so once you've automated those daily headaches, the next level is to jump into creation.
Power 2.
Power two is building without code, or what they call vibe coding.
This is where you feel like you've suddenly gained wizard-level powers.
Yeah, no more paying a dev firm $10,000 for a simple piece of custom software.
It sounds intimidating, I know, but the generalist just uses plain English, the vibe to code.
You might think, I'm not a software builder.
But think about simple internal tools. Maybe a custom quiz app for students, or a dashboard that turns a messy Excel sheet into a clean chart.
Or a price calculator for a small business website.
All of that is instantly accessible now.
Wait a minute, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, that still sounds terrifying to the average person? If the AI is giving me raw code, how is that not just programming?
It's not programming, it's directing. You're treating the AI like a developer, and you're just writing the creative brief.
You don't need to know the syntax.
Not at all. Think of vibe coding as just advanced, highly specific prompting where the output is functional software, not just text.
Let's look at the example they shared. Building a custom daily habit tracker.
They used Google AI Studio for this one.
And they just wrote a brief.
But that brief was highly specific.
Yeah.
It told the AI exactly what to build. They asked for 3 checkboxes, drank water, read 10 pages, a clean white background.
And here's the key part, a happy sound and confetti animation when a box was checked.
That specific instruction creates the vibe.
And the process couldn't be simpler. You write the brief, AI instantly gives you the full HTML, CSS, JavaScript code.
You save that block of text as a .html file.
And you open it in your browser, and boom, your own custom app.
And refinement is just as easy. You just ask the AI, hey, change the background color or make the buttons bigger, and it updates the code for you.
Wow.
And if you're a beginner, tools like Lovable or Bolt are even more immediate. They build the app visually in real time as you type.
So for a beginner, what's the immediate psychological shift that comes from realizing they can build their own app?
They stop saying, I wish there was an app for this, and start building it in 15 minutes. So the third great source of leverage is Power 3. Creative media generation. If a high-quality picture is worth 1,000 words, a professionally generated video is worth 1,000,000 in the social media era we live in.
The AI Generalist is now effectively a creative director.
Exactly. Capable of producing professional media on demand.
This just changes the economics of marketing completely. Think about creating images that sell a premium product, like coffee.
Right.
The old way was what? A $5,000 plane ticket and a high-end photographer for one ad.
The new way is you maybe $10.60 using Midjourney or Ideogram.
The difference, though, between a usable image and a strange, floating nightmare image is the prompt.
The specificity of the prompt. You're not just asking for coffee.
Right. I tried generating an image like that last week, and it gave me a coffee cup floating in space. It takes specificity. What makes that prompt so effective?
It's the visual language. The example prompt was a professional product photography shot of a rustic brown coffee bag sitting on a marble table in a Parisian cafe. Morning sunlight streaming through the window, creating soft shadows. 35mm film style, high-resolution, delicious atmosphere, or 16.9.
So that level of detail, the lens style, the atmosphere, tells the AI exactly how to render the light and texture.
And you get 4 perfect options in 60 seconds.
And it's not just visuals. You can use a tool like Suno to create original, copyright-free music.
Yeah, just type in something like a lo-fi hip-hop beat, relaxing, chill vibes, no lyrics, for studying.
And you get a full, high-quality song instantly that you own.
And the future of video is arriving so quickly, too. Tools like Veo or Luma Dream Machine can generate full video clips from just text.
You type a drone shot flying over a futuristic city at sunset, and it produces cinematic B-roll.
This is the ultimate leverage. Your content looks incredibly expensive for zero production costs.
Oh.
Whoa. Imagine scaling this image generation capability to 1 billion queries across every single product line. That speed redefines business.
So why is the speed of creating media now the biggest competitive advantage? Why does that eclipse even quality sometimes?
The generalist can test ideas faster without waiting for a designer, accelerating market feedback loops.
That speed lets us iterate, but the final power, Power 4, is connection and influence. You can have the best product and the best images, but if you can't communicate clearly and persuade people, nobody's going to care.
Right. The generalist uses AI to write better, not just faster. The biggest mistake people still make is treating the AI like a typewriter.
Just asking ChatGPT, write me a blog post about marketing.
Exactly. And the result is predictably robotic and frankly, unpersuasive. To connect with people, you need the AI whiteboard method.
Which means the generalist has to give the AI context about you, your unique flavor.
The detailed persona prompt is critical here. You have to define the writer's identity. I'm friendly, direct, I hate jargon, and the audience, they're beginners who are scared of technology.
And the ultimate goal, which is persuasion.
And you must give it negative instructions too. Tell it what not to do.
Do not use words like unleash, harness, or game changer.
When you feed the AI your voice, your limitations, and your audience, the output suddenly becomes 10 times better. It sounds human.
This is an absolute lifesaver for workplace communication.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say you draft an angry email in a moment of frustration. Before you send it, you paste it into an AI and just say, rewrite this to be professional, calm, but firm.
It will absolutely save your reputation and your stress levels.
For sure.
And if you are focused on creative writing, we recommend using Claude. It tends to be better at maintaining nuance.
But no matter what you use,
Always use something like Perplexity to fact-check your output before you publish.
so if AI is doing all the heavy lifting, drafting, organizing, tone checking, what is the irreplaceable human element that's still required for a powerful connection?
Your personal stories and unique feelings are the essence that people still connect with.
So we've covered the 4 core powers: automate, build, create, and connect. Let's look at the simple 4-week roadmap to actually kickstart this journey.
We need a clear path, not just a philosophy.
Exactly.
Okay, so week 1 is focused entirely on automation. The goal is simple. Save 2 hours of work this week.
And the task is to identify one weekly report or a repetitive email and just create a reusable prompt to do it for you.
Get used to that feeling of reclaiming time.
Week 2 is the builder week. Goal: create your very first functional app.
Task. Go to a platform like Lovable.dev and use vibe coding to build a simple to-do list or a budget tracker, something you can actually use.
We want that psychological shift. Being a creator, not just a consumer.
Week 3 is the creator week. Goal. Make something genuinely beautiful or high impact.
The task for that would be using Ideogram to make a new professional profile picture, or even just a cool wallpaper for your computer.
Just realize you no longer need an artist's hands to achieve high-quality visuals.
And week 4 is the connector week. Time to deploy your voice.
Goal. Share your story.
Task: use that detailed persona prompt we discussed to write a post about what you learned this month on your journey.
Perfect.
Now, as you start on this, there are some critical pitfalls to avoid.
First, don't chase every shiny new tool. There are too many launching every day.
Right. Stick to the big 3, ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini, until you really master the fundamentals of specific prompting.
Second, never ever blindly copy-paste without reading it carefully. AI makes subtle mistakes all the time.
And if you post something wrong, you just immediately lose the trust you worked so hard to build.
And third, never forget the human element. You are the source of the vision, the context, the final check.
AI is the long stick, the tool.
But you have to remain the pilot.
So, to recap the big idea, the world of 2026 is going to divide into 2 clear groups. Those who are still trying to work harder, feeling tired and worried about the pace of change, and the AI generalists.
They're the ones who are calm, leveraging the 4 powers: automate, build, create, and connect to get massive results without that soul-crushing grind. We spent some time detailing the importance of the persona prompt for writing. But here's a thought. If you could truly use the power of Vibe Coding Power 2 to build an AI that not only writes but organizes, creates, and communicates only in your voice and style automatically, what dizzying new level of influence could a single person achieve?
That is a powerful thought to chew on. Don't wait until January 1st to make a resolution. Pick just one of these 4 powers, try one specific prompt, and start your journey to leverage today.